Problem when you see me get it. 8212 was bracket. I might be in that Escalade, but I ain't lacking. Put that on you, act like I don't know what happened. I heard the story, be like, that was trash. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost.
The second round of the NBA playoffs is upon us as we get ready for Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. From Scotiabank Arena in downtown Toronto, tonight the Toronto Raptors taking on the Boston Celtics. Hi everyone, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, we look at the Raptors coming into play. They're rested, they're ready to go, and they'll have home court advantage to begin here in games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going to length. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
His first effort off the mark. Baseline drive. Short jumper, won't fall.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Walker into the front court. Just getting going here in game 1. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Leonard, yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Celtics have it. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Shot by Hayward, no good. Leonard. To Van Vliet. Pascal Siakam. Lets it fly from long range. Fred Van Vliet locked in on that one.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Hayward. To Walker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's dancing with danger. Kemba Walker left wide open, and he drills it for 3.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Lowry. To Leonard. Lowry, no good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Leonard. To Van Vliet. Pascal Siakam. Goes to the left side. 5 to shoot for Toronto. To Van Vliet. Fires the 3. Van Vliet denied. Have to like the defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Raptors come away with it. Short jumper off the mark. Hayward Passed it off. And his canter above the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
And the rebound pulled in by Brown. Marc Gasol swats it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marc Gasol. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Walker. He made his first effort, but not that time. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down 3. Just not going down.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Another follow, still no good. And he'll head to the line.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you gotta be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To VanVleet. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Walker with the basketball. The score 10-8. Screen coming. The drive right to the basket. Marc Gasol sends it away. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Rebounds taken down by the Raptors. To VanVleet. Gasol. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. From long range. That's good D. Shot no good. And Jay, they call the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Walker to Hayward. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Time to shuffle things up. Gordon Hayward trying to cash in on the three-point play for his career 82%. Powell to Leonard. Off the assist.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Celtics have it. To Hayward. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's 3 for 7.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Powell. And counted at the rim.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Into the front court, it's Walker. It's 14-12. That's rebounded by Toronto. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Boston with the basketball. To Hayward. Probing the defense. Not going down for him this time. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Brown into the front court. The score, 14-all. Knocked loose. Stuffs it down with authority.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Walker to Jaylen Brown. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
For three, that's off the side of the rim, no good. Court Hayward, that's how it's done. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Leonard. Navigating through traffic. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good, and the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kemba Walker. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Leonard to Ibaka. No, had him going there for a second. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. Now that's a contest. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Leonard. Not easy.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Walker into the front court. Down 4. Gortat to Marcus Smart. Walker to Marcus Smart. And it's Cantor. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard gets it in the left corner. Lynn. That's off the side of the rim. Short to Leonard. To Lynn. Leonard. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Walker with the basketball. Down 2.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Jeremy Lin missed his first. That one goes.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Gortat. Hayward. A couple of cracks at the line now.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Kemba Walker at the line for 2 shots. A career 83% free throw shooter. He missed a pair of free throws. 4-3. Tough shot for Norman Powell. No good. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Here's Leonard for two. Kawhi Leonard, now 4 for 9.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Celtics have it. Raptors have the rebound. To Leonard. Gasol. Deep left corner. To Leonard. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended. Into the front court, it's Walker. Down 6. Runner here. Won't go down. Driving right to the basket. And he hits.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Leonard to Ibaka. Down low Gasol. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Siakam snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
And a pass stolen by Boston. To Gortat. No, I missed a short one there.
After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
Kawhi Leonard. Gets a look. Can't hit. Doesn't have the touch. No good. The follow won't go either. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Back with more after this. It's the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs on EA Sports. For where this game is going.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Kyle Lowry with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
The Celtics down to 4 on the shot clock. To Jaylen Brown. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Celtics have it. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. To Leonard. Gasol. To Lowry. Beyond the arc for 3. Off the iron. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Screen coming. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Gasol to Lowry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Toronto has the basketball. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
Slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Lets it fly from long range, off the mark. No good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Kyle Lowry pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Fine to shoot for Toronto. Lowry still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Ibaka. To Lowry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. Serge Ibaka sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Brown with it up top. 2-point advantage. Serge Ibaka, huge block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Toronto with the basketball. Lowry to Leonard. Probing the defense. Lowry, so the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Marcus Smart. Marc Gasol with a piece. That's his 3rd block this evening.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Screen coming. Lowry to Van Vliet. To Lowry. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Lowry with a shot that's no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Shemi Ojale has got 2 shots coming. Numbers not in his favor. 61% for his career. 2 for 2 on that trip. Pass taken away by the Celtics.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. To Lowry. Seconds to shoot. Lowry. That's how you defend. Brown into the front court. Up by 3. A drive, but he can't get it to go. So Lowry. Short jumper stays out.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim. He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Raptors come away with it. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Count the basket at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
So Lowry. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Jumper's good.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Van Vliet. Pascal Siakam. Oh, he had him there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Boston with the basketball. Takes stock of the floor. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Enes Kanter, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 66% in this contest. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. And a pass stolen by Boston. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. Pascal Siakam able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Kemba Walker. Goes to the left side. To Walker. Fires the 3. Cleaning the offensive glass. Another shot won't go either. Gasol. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Raptors come away with it.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Marc Gasol, 3 for 3 in this first half.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
I got ball.
Fred VanVleet to Gasol. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Marc Gasol rejects it. Fourth this contest. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Lowry. Rebound for Smart. To Hayward. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Leonard. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Walker to Hayward. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. 3 for 6 now.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting play.
Walker into the front court. Down 2. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Count the basket inside.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Substitution being made in this one. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. To Leonard. Jaylen Brown. Tips it. Ooh, 5 now.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Gets to the basket and scores.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Brown with it up top. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. Off the assist.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Lays it up and in.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Celtics have it. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
No good. Deep three at the buzzer. Goes down. A three at the buzzer. How about that end to the first half as they take the lead into the locker room. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Raptors are in a close game thus far. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors. The Celtics are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard and his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
To Jaylen Brown. The drive, right to the basket. Brown to the basket, but his shot won't fall. So Lowry, over the line. Backcourt violation. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
To Gasol. Pascal Siakam. Nothing going here on that drive. Layup goes down. Well done.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Pascal Siakam swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Marc Gasol sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight. And scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Baseline drive. Rises for the slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Lowry to Leonard. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. From long range. Kawhi Leonard. He's going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Second and 3 is good. Whoops, that won't go. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Leonard. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
And Gordon Hayward knocks down a wide open look.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Here's Leonard for 2. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Fires the 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Lowry to Gasol. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Lowry. Tough shot. He hits.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Short jumper off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry to Gasol. Down low to Lowry. Oh, had him going there for a second. Lowry knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one goes down. And he makes them both. Lowry has the basketball. From the outside, no good. The follow won't go either. Brown into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry to Leonard. To Lowry. Leonard. For three. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Walker to Jaylen Brown. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Count it.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Hayward. Here comes the screen. To Kemba Walker. 4-3. The rebound comes down to Toronto. Leonard. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Great feed. Sets it up. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard not getting the bounce.
His scoring has definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
Pascal Siakam snatching it out of the air. Walker to Cantor. Gets it in the left corner. Tatum. Not that time. He missed it. Fred VanVleet. To Lowry. Here's a chance from long range, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Screen coming. Driving right to the basket. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Lowry. Pascal Siakam. Five to shoot for Toronto. Trying to cash in. Their shot by Lowry misses.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
To Leonard. Whoa, what a finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Walker with the basketball. His guy's down three. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
The drive, right to the basket. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Has a chance. Shot by Ibaka won't go down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Serge Ibaka slams it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Boston with the basketball. Serge Ibaka with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
sizing up the defense. Pascal Siakam to Van Vliet. That's no good. To the outside. Leonard to Van Vliet. No good. Into the front court, it's Walker. They're down 3. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. To Leonard. To Powell. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Leonard. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
He's looking for that touch.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Cashes in for 2.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guys now trailing by a point. It's rebounded by Gasol. Leonard to Ibaka. The monster stuff.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Walker into the front court. Down 3. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. The pass set it all up.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Walker with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Rebound, Ojale. Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys now down by a point. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Kemba Walker at the line for 2 shots. He's shooting 40% in this one. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Short jumper stays out.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Leonard to Gasol. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Brown with it up top. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Serge Ibaka pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Has a look. Jumper's good. Baseline drive. And count the basket. Deep three at the buzzer. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Toronto has the basketball. Leonard to Gasol. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. The deficit is 6. Can't connect. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Marcin Gortat's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 67%. First try. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Toronto with the basketball. Surveys the floor. Leonard, a pass taken away by the Celtics.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Walker into the front court. They trail by 7. To Gortat. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Marcin Gortat at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Kawhi Leonard. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Celtics have it. Walker. To Hayward. Beyond the arc for 3. And Gordon Hayward knocks down a wide open look.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
This is not the time to have a mental lapse.
Hayward with a shot, no good. Leonard to Gasol. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Lowry with it. Leads 4. Down low for Leonard. Oh, nice find for the basket.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Celtics have it. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
A simple touch foul.
Walker to Hayward. Marc Gasol sends it away. Make that 7.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Leonard. Oh, he had him there for a second. Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Leonard. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Marc Gasol. Huge block. 8 now.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His team on top by 8. Oh, had him going there for a second. Got it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Walker with the basketball. His guys trail by 10. To Hayward. Going to launch beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Hayward. It goes down.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. If that's a Euro step, a side step, however they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that. Whew.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Trailing by 10. To Hayward. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. Siakam, and he dunks it down for 2.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Has a chance, unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Marc Gasol with a piece. 9 blocks.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I mean, if you have athletic ability like that guy offensively, as soon as you beat your man, if you don't beat him off the ground for the jump, you have no chance.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Hayward. And he finishes at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Leonard. They work it down to Gasol. Nice pass to get things going.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
To Lowry. Marcin Gortat able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
And scores. Strong take.
I don't really care that Fred VanVleet finished 3rd in the voting for 6th Man of the Year. You know what I care about? That he was a draft snub. That 3 seasons ago, he was undrafted and nobody wanted him. After that, he spent time on the Raptors D-League team to being a guy that sits on their bench, to all of a sudden being one of the best players on their squad. That's a story, that's a narrative we need to focus on.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. You need to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate.
And a putback slam.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Hayward. Screen coming. Hayward. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Lowry into the front court. His team up by 7. To Gasol. Throws it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Hayward. to Walker. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Pascal Siakam to Ibaka. And the finish at the rim.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Boston with the basketball. Driving right to the basket. Marc Gasol rejects it. It's been a brick wall. 10 blocks on the night.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. The deficit now up to 13. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Walker into the front court. He'll run the offense. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Gordon Hayward, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Shot won't go. The drive, right to the basket. Short jumper, off the mark. Stuffs it down with authority.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker to Jaylen Brown. Marc Gasol tips it. Make that 11.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Shot from the lane won't go. Short jumper slams it home on the putback.
Oof, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Celtics have it. And now a reach, and that's going to be an intentional foul. Free throws here in the final minute of play.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Nope, first one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. To Lowry. Pascal Siakam. Won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer, it's the Raptors with the victory. They've jumped out in front, 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors got the win in a close game. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors. The Celtics are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. They did a great job with their ball movement, forcing the defense to constantly make adjustments. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for the win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Marc Gasol seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
Right now, Sam. 24 hours. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check.